Disney's Disneyland.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are.
Each week as you enter this timeless land, one of these many happiest kingdom of them all. Presenting this week.
It is a subject everyone wants to understand. So we felt it was the most important topic for a Tomorrowland program. In fact, we considered it so important that we embarked on several atomic projects. For one, we made plans to build an exhibit at Disneyland that will show you atomic energy in action.
One neutron is enough to start it. The atomic genie was freed, and his devastating force posed a fearful threat. Science has its way of doing the same thing. An atomic blast is more than a threat. It is also a regretful waste of heat and radiation. Gives us a chance to make the atomic genie our friend. He will come forth to our beckoning, and just as in the fable, he will grant us 3 wishes. The decision is ours. What should we wish for? What do we need most? Our coal and oil will not last forever, yet we need ever more power. So, for the growth of our civilization, our first wish shall be for power.
Mankind has ever suffered from hunger and disease. So our second wish shall be for food and health.
With this hand, I give you a source of beneficial rays. They are magic.
Then the magic touch of the genie will spread throughout the world, and he will grant the gifts of science to all mankind. The great scientists before us gave us knowledge of the atom, and our last wish will come true if we use the power of this knowledge in their spirit. Then the atom will become truly our friend.
My name is Natalini and I am living in 20,212. These articles are extract from my researches as a socio-history specialist. I have been always fascinated by the far past of the Earth and particularly by the neo-feudal industrial period. This work is also my diary, showing my doubts and certainties, joy and pain, and my nature eager for curiosity, as I was going deeper in this obscure memory of a forgotten past. This mysterious and incomprehensible past raises many questions as answers. It points out many paradoxes. This is one of my main motivations, to resolve and to crack paradoxes, in order to satisfy my mind, eager of logic. It's amazing to note that the 21st Earth Society used in all the surveillance key fields of fatal technology, and peoples looking down rushed into the system which destroyed them, devoted to it. They fed it with their laborious life, sacrificed slaves of a devious economy. The situation of this time is so tragic and ludicrous that the question come in my mind, about to know if cupidity, avidity, eager for power, selfishness, fears, frivolousness, madness, all human being weaknesses could sufficiently explain their statement? Were we witnessing a collective suicide? The more I studied their history, the more it appeared as underlying in all this, a specter, a willingness to destroy systematically, methodically and insidiously, life. Was the human so inhuman? On this day of March 11, 2011, an earthquake on the scale 9 created a tsunami in the northeast of the country. It was tens of thousands of deaths and hundreds of thousands of homeless, but also damaged an atomic power plant located by the sea. A nuclear power plant is an archaic steam machine. This energy source was the first to be domesticated on an industrial scale in human history. To heat water, the 19th century used coal, but the 21st century used the atomic fission. This one released an enormous radioactivity and waste atomically unstable whose reprocessing was unlikely. A heresy when it is known that science of that time did not have the disintegration of matter. It was an impossible challenge. Due to the life expectancy of radioactive particles in the waste of reactors, the viability of the industry depended on spread over management of thousands of years. But the powers in position, at the time, were made and came undone, according to generations. the world was totally unstable, swept by wars and natural disasters. On the contrary, the political and economic management were based on the very short term. In addition, these industries were often run by private companies outside the control of democracies. This technology was very long, very expensive and very dangerous to develop in all its production process. From fuels extraction to radioactive waste reprocessing with its infinite lifetime on a human scale until the nuclear plant's decommissioning, quickly unusable. Finally, the fuel resources were limited.
It is extraordinary to see such a use of means employed, sophistication and risk-taking to produce after all, only that steam.
An obsolete, little productive technological trickery and at high risk was thus used by the most advanced country of the planet. In the same time, in another country located in Europe, Germany, a company named NanoSolar was printing at low cost, 24 hours by 24 hours, in a high-tech factory, kilometers of revolutionary solar cells films, by the way, not available for the public.